Good morning, all. I hope you slept well. Oof, I didn't sleep the greatest. I woke up at 3:08 and then 3:33, and then I saw a dragonfly inside our kitchen, just hanging out. Cheers to that. You know, it came to me. I love it when I see people find their spunk, find their voice. Like, I'm starting to pick up on that more so around me, whether it's in my work environment or my home life. I'm starting to see the transition in that, and I love it. I'm here for it. I love it when people find their voice, they find their spunk, they advocate for themselves. You know, we have a world right now that does not want you to do that, and that's where I come in, you know? I'm not here to entertain other people's demons they got in their closets. I'm not here to entertain other people's insecurities. It's not my baggage, and I'm not going to carry it, you know? You have to get to a place in your life where you recognize what's your baggage and what's their baggage. You know, for entertainment purposes only. I was talking to Tay last night. I can't wait until God takes me, and He is taking me to where I'm going, and I get to a place where I don't have to be on this app. I can't wait. I'm not a big fan of TikTok. Again, entertainment purposes only, my perceptions, my beliefs, okay? I find it to be very unique that TikTok went dark and United States came in and got their hands entangled in TikTok because we were gonna lose it. And then all of a sudden, TikTok's algorithm started going wonky. People started getting accounts banned like that. And there's so much fake propaganda floating on this thing, or people being coerced to make videos to show light of someone being in a negative light. It's all a scheme. It's all manipulated. It's all control. I can't tell you how many accounts I have blocked when it comes to the political side, because I see right through it. It's all bot accounts, B-O-T, bots. And that's what I have to say about that. You know, that's the beauty of walking in your freedom. You see between the lines. You see the veil behind it, you know? It's very simple. Very simple. And it doesn't affect me not one bit. I think it's comical that people don't like it when people are passionate or fierce or bold. They don't like that. They're like, you need to you need to be more quiet. You need to go back and heal. No, baby, I have healed. That's why I'm passionate, and that's why I'm bold, you know? And sometimes, I am witty. I know that about myself. I am witty. I can do some look backs and not even know I'm doing a look back. I don't even mean to neither. And it's not even look backs, but I just see people for how they are. I see the systematic ways for how they are and what they set us up for. Whether it's in the workplace, personal life, government, whatever, you know? And so if I see something, I feel something, I say something. I'm not always right, I'm not always wrong, but it is who I am, you know? You know. That said, a clean house is a sign of a wasted life. I know that's right. I like to say a clean life is a sign of wasted life. A clean life. What is a clean life, by the way? It doesn't even exist. Everybody's had a hard life. Everybody's had a hard life. Everybody's had unfavorable seasons. It's a matter of what you do with it. I think it's hilarious that people get chastised because they had an addiction or, you know, whatever narrative they want to paint, when all of those people in the background that dictate the community guidelines are doing extremely worse things to the people, to children, from targeting, gang stalking, The systematic ways of what they do with these children is insane. It's insane. And everybody's just like, do. No big deal. Not my world. Not my world. I have control of my world. I have control of my thoughts. That's the beauty of walking in freedom. That's the beauty of walking in freedom. I've got some stuff that I'm going to work on for my case this morning. My back is on fire. It is indeed. You know, it's crazy to me. I haven't really gotten too much involved in the war and our part in it, but what I do know is that every year it seems to be talking about wars, possible nuclear, and it doesn't come to fruition. And it just goes to show you how much of what they say is true and not true. We don't know. Look at my story. Look at my story. And if somebody or some people or the, entities and principalities can go to the great lengths that they've done to me in my life, myself and my son, a single woman, I'd venture to say that they'd probably do some other things too that are unlawful and untrue. Everything's a diversion, a distraction. I want to know why we haven't made changes in reference to the economic system. Budgeting, funneling money back into the world, getting the food prices down, getting the rent and mortgages down, getting the interest rates down, getting the homeowners insurance down. In some ways it has come down a little bit, but not to the magnitude it needs to. Not to the magnitude there's no room for a world to substantially, or a nation to substantially grow and get better if the food prices are at this level, the economy is at this level, people can't find work, and if they do find work, they're barely making any money. And then the systematic things built to help them are not helping them. Like food stamps, rent help, shelter houses, medical. They're not helping. And if they're not helping me, they're not helping others. I'd venture to say it's not just me. But who knows? That's all right, though. That's all receipts. That's all evidence right there. I know not every portion of the government and the entities and the layers of it are not corrupt. Not everyone. And again, I'm here for Daddy D and Poppy T. I'm here for it. Stand up with honor, grace, humility, humbleness. Let your ego go. Like he said yesterday, they don't know what the F they're doing. Brother, do you? Do you? Exactly? I mean, when you throw an F-bomb like that, I mean, it definitely hits. It's a true statement. Do they? I don't know. Do you? I don't know. Do I? No. I definitely don't, but I know I'm going to go down trying. Hands down, with a little feisty, a little pep in my step. For entertainment purposes only, this thing will probably get dinged. I'm on my last leg, for sure. I've been a bad, bad girl. Just confirmation for me. I'm not here to allow them to dictate what I know, my inner knowing. I'm fighting for what's right. Not for myself, but for everyone. For everyone collectively. Not for money, not for anything. The world has taken the money into an evil, evil place because money and greed is in the wrong hands. It's all people live on. There's people in this world that wake up in the morning and first thing they do is open their accounts to see how much money they have. I told myself yesterday in my car, I will never buy into the stocks. If everybody took out all of their money in the stocks, this economy would fail times a trillion, and I guarantee you, millions of people would recognize that their money is not actually in the stock. Because millions have thousands and thousands in the stock, and the stocks,